Hello, my name is Mishkin and I'm here to talk to you about why Suno sucks. If you don't know what Suno is, it's an AI app that helps you create music just by putting in a prompt. The reason I want to talk to you about this is that a lot of people that I've spoken to about Suno, or a lot of people just using it, haven't really thought about why it could be a bad thing for the industry. They're kind of having fun and enjoying themselves, and honestly, I don't blame anyone for doing that. What I want to say to you about Suno though is actually what the process is. So using Suno to write a piece of music is essentially like taking a photograph of somebody who has climbed Mount Everest and putting your face over their head and then basically saying, hey guys, look, I climbed Mount Everest, and putting it online, and maybe people are like giving you all this like brilliant praise and you're getting loads of followers for doing this incredible thing. The sad thing is that you didn't actually do any of that. You've piggybacked on someone else's work and then put it out as your own. And that is exactly what Suno is. You might have put the prompt in, but essentially all of the music that's inside that app has been made by real humans. And none of them have given their consent to have their music reassembled, regurgitated out as someone else's work, and then that person owns that. It's essentially copyright theft. If an architect had made an incredible design for a building and they'd done all the blueprints and they'd worked really hard, and then somebody just nicked it and went, well, that's mine now. I'm gonna make this building over here, but I'm gonna take a little bit of that blueprint, a little bit of that, and just pinching it essentially and assembling it as your own. So that's the first reason why I think it's a really awful thing. And the second thing, which is more on an emotional level, why I think it really, really sucks. I find it quite creepy. Music, for me, and probably for a lot of songwriters, is an emotional form of expression. It's something that we maybe experienced, that we've put into a song. We felt so strongly about something in politics that we've decided to write about it, but essentially it comes from our shared experience as people. And putting that shared experience into music and then giving it to others is a way that we can connect. If you essentially have taken all the music in the world from streaming platforms, you've essentially data mined people's souls and their experiences, their emotions, their feelings, their words, their expressions, and then put it into a machine that you then type something in and then it'll just make you a song from all of their stuff. I just think that's awful. And yeah, just kind of a bit gross. So that's my reel about how Suno sucks. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe you're a big fan of AI music. That's fine. I'd like to hear from you as well. I do want to hear two sides of the story. I'm just offering my own perspective. I will not be using any AI in my music, in my writing, in my mixing, mastering, any of that stuff. So if you do want to follow me, then I've got a mailing list, which I'd love for you to join. And I also have a Patreon where I am making raw music